Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the April 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, Pisces, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, let's take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at just general what's coming for the month of April. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's go ahead and get started. Pisces, in this first column, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have a card, summary affirmation card of I feel brave. So likely in these last few weeks or month, you had to be a little bit more courageous, a little bit more brave, and take on something that's maybe out of your comfort zone or out of your norm. Definitely, though, just the energy surrounding this card, it seems like these efforts of bravery really did pay off for you. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. Okay, first up we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. With the High Priestess, sometimes there's like some things unknown, like secrets or mystery, or just missing information. And that's why it's so important that your intuition is coming through strong and your kind of gut feeling is so strong to guide you through, because there are things you might not know. So that very well could have tied into the bravery that we were talking about too. So continuing to take action when maybe not everything was super clear. The next card that we have is the 3 of Coins, or the 3 of Pentacles. This is a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship. Again, this is putting in the hard work, putting in the effort, taking those next steps. Again, obviously what you were brave on is probably varies for each of you. But again, putting in the work here with that 3 of Coins, 3 of Pentacles. Then at the bottom here, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of something's unseen. So again, that message keeps coming through. We didn't have all the information. There was some sort of mystery, some things that we didn't expect, some things that are unseen. One thing I like to explain, or one way I typically explain the Moon card, is like we're going on a road and a turn pops up. So it's like that unexpected turn in the road that we didn't know was there. But being able to push through, excuse me. The Moon card's also a card of trusting your intuition. So just in general, really good job of trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, Pisces, in these last few weeks. It seems like it was the only option, but it was the right thing for you to do. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I swallowed wrong and now I can't breathe. But again, really tying back to that bravery and continuing to push forward, even though, again, things could have been kind of gray and not as clear as we would have liked them to be. Okay, taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of being very patient, being very reliable, being very hardworking. So again, I was saying that with the 3 of Coins, it's like the skill, the quality, the craftsmanship, the hard work was definitely put in. One thing I love about the Knight of Pentacles, though, is like when we put in the hard work, we reap the benefits of the hard work. So you'll be glad that you put forward these efforts. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of leadership. It ties very nicely into the Bravery card. It's kind of like taking things head on here. The Emperor is also very long-term, though, very strategic, so it's always a good indicator you made the right move, you did the right thing. Again, the hard work will be paying off for you, and your intuition really guided you to the right place there. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of low feelings. This could be like heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery. Unfortunately, I feel like you have gone through one of those experiences, and potentially some of this that you're feeling is like you don't know how to proceed forward from that event, but you really had to trust your intuition and have that bravery to move forward. And again, if you're not feeling it yet, both the Knight in Pentacles and the Emperor saying that hard work, those efforts will pay off for you now. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything just general, what's coming for the month of April. We have the summary card, summary affirmation card, I am chosen. So this means that there is something, you could almost think of this like destined, or, well, obviously like selected, it's just another word for chosen. But it's like, this isn't something that anybody else can do. There's something that you were like divinely chosen to do, divinely selected to do. But let's go and see what cards are coming through here for the month of April. Kind of any big events that we can highlight for you. I'm not sure why, but the color red is really standing out for me in this column too, so I'm not sure if that means anything to you, Pisces, but lots and lots of red here. That's kind of the highlight of each of these cards. But starting at the top here, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is, of course, a card of love. This is partnership, it's strength together, it's very deep love, unconditional love. The Lovers card can also be an indicator of a decision, but I do feel like this is focused on love and relationships for the most part. Again, could be a decision, but love seems to be kind of a hanging point here for us. This could be a new relationship or an advancement of an existing relationship. Let's take a look here at our next card. We have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. So I think for many of you, this could be a new relationship, but this could also be like a new chapter to an existing relationship. Again, those next steps, that moving forward, that advancement. But it's like something new blossoming. Conveniently, we have a flower there that's blossoming too. At the bottom here, we have the Death card. I always like to throw it out there that the Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate transformation and change that needs to happen, and the change is now. So it's like there's something new happening with the relationship, and it's going to be a significant change, but again, the change needs to happen now. I'm not quite sure with the urgency here, but the urgency is a pretty clear message. Let's see what other things I can share here. At the top, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of like anxious feelings. This could be grief or depression. I do feel like there is, again, something that we're healing, that we're trying to move forward from, that we were talking about in the bottom column here. So there could be still be some grieving and some low feelings that are happening that we're processing through. I don't know that this connects into the Lovers card per se, but this is just kind of showing me some of the feelings that may be out there for you. Again, there's something we're healing from, potentially still grieving from. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of circle of support. So do keep in mind that we have a really good circle of support available. So as we continue to process from whatever this event was and continue to heal from this event, there is definitely a great circle of support here for you. In terms of this new beginning with the Ace of Wands, this next step, I do feel like a celebration. So potentially you could be getting engaged and there's an engagement party, or perhaps you're getting married. So there's like the wedding. So there's a celebration in that sense. But there's like party or celebration happening here as well. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is very nostalgic. It's about reflecting back. But again, we need to move forward from the past here. The Six of Pentacles is also a card of giving or receiving help. And in this case, I think we are going to be leaning into the circle of support to process some of these feelings. It's interesting, the bottom row of cards had a message, and it seems like these top three cards had a different message here. Okay, Now let's move on to our next column though, which is anything related to money. We're going to pull a quick money card here. In this case, it's an affirmation card. It says, I can hold the vibration of what it is I desire. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Pisces. Up first, we have the World card. The World card is the last card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of completing a goal, completing a lesson. So there's something that we're wrapping up, completing, closing here. The World card can also be a card of travel, so potentially some of you could be doing some travel for work. But again, I feel like you're wrapping up a project, potentially wrapping up a job, maybe even. The next card that we have is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of not very good relationships, Pisces. It seems like there is a work relationship right now that doesn't feel the best, that's not the best. I do think we need to work on this relationship, but we'll see what we've got here. At the bottom, we have the Six of Coins. This is a card of giving or receiving help. I do feel like that you're going to, and these two are definitely connected, like you may be asked to step in and help somebody with a project, or you need their help on a project. So just keep that in mind. That's why this relationship card here, I feel like we need to do some repair on this relationship. Let's go ahead and clarify out this column though. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. Again, this is going to tie into that relationship. Perhaps you are like ending a project and getting ready to start a new project. Somehow we need to fix this relationship though. We need to nurture this relationship. We need to support this relationship. Again, I feel like you'll need help or they'll need help from you. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is very curious. It's very gossipy. It's a card of drama. So again, I feel like there was some sort of rumor or drama or some sort of tension that happened before. That's the issue behind this. So do be looking to clear this out. One of the things that's coming through here is like if we can bring truth to this situation, that will be very beneficial. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient. Make sure that we're being very patient with this person. Again, whether you're receiving help or giving help, patience is really going to be key there. But it does seem like this is leading to job, raise, promotion, some sort of money news here. So I hate to say it, especially with people we don't get along with, but you kind of got to play nice with this person. It's crucial to next steps here, Pisces. So just keep that in mind. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We're going to pull a quick love message here. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also a reflection of your own. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, children, relationship, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Pisces. Up first, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. It's a card of conformity. This is coming through though as like relationship. This could be an advancement of a relationship or potentially a new relationship for you. I'm getting a lot of wedding vibes this month, so I think definitely some of you are getting married, Pisces. But this is like your very beautiful wedding. I don't know why that's coming through traditional. I'm not saying you're having a traditional wedding, but again, that message is coming through as wedding. But for whatever reason, this is a very relationship heavy card this month, but it's healthy, it's happy, it's again, I hate the word traditional because I feel like that might not sound right. But just coming through a strong relationship and as a relationship card in this instance. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is again that card of celebration. I feel like there's some sort of party, some sort of engagement party, some sort of wedding, some sort of love celebration. So love parties this month, it seems like. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of being very busy, so be aware of that. You might not have as much time as you would like for friends, family, your children, whatever it may be. So looking like a busy April for you. One thing I will say with the Seven of Cups, there can be kind of non-committal energy. So I'd like to reflect on that. I'm going to try and figure out if this is you or perhaps your partner. But like, I'm not saying the relationship's going to end, but one of you is on the fence about something right now. Like you're not fully committing to something as maybe you should be. You or partner, I'm not quite sure. But let's clarify from the top here. First, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. This is very like lusty, lovey type card as well. Again, I'm not sure why the Hierophant doesn't typically come through to me as love, but I like this standard traditional relationship. I don't know, it just feels so good. Again, I do think for many of you, it's like wedding potentially or some sort of formal love. I don't know why it's so black and white, fancy pantsy, but it is this time. The next card that we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. We love to see this. One of the meanings of the Three of Cups as well, in addition to that celebration, is circle of support. So this relationship is possessing some really wonderful traits. So not only are they providing that support, but then we have the King of Cups again saying that it's supportive, it's tolerant, it's empathetic, it's nurturing. So really nice traits to this relationship. At the bottom here, we have a Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. And oftentimes with the Two of Swords, this feels like compromise type energy, Pisces. So perhaps that's why there's some non-committal energy. Again, I'm not sure like what we're non-committal about. I wouldn't say that it's like the relationship as a whole. Like I'm not saying like they're questioning if they want to be with you, but it's like there's something that one of you two is not committing to right now. And I think the reason being is because it feels like a compromise. So there needs to be some sort of compromise because you both are feeling like it's a compromise already. So interesting message. Hopefully that resonates for you. Now let's move on to our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides, something to carry into the month of April with you. First, we have the card, I am treasured. I love this. You are valued, appreciated, worthy, treasured. Those around you value, love you, treasure you. But this should be you treasuring yourself as well here, Pisces. But let's see what messages we've got. First, we have the Magician. The Magician's one of those good cards to have really anywhere in our readings. This is about turning your visions into reality. I will say, kind of feeding off the non-committal energy still, make sure you're very clear on what you want, because the Magician can't deliver unless the Magician is clear on what you want. So, that's a message there. Be clear on what you want so we can make sure that you're accomplishing the things that you want. I do think that they'll be really successful though here with the Six of Wands, but think more about focusing your energy, I guess, is the message. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So we are about to hit a really successful point here, but we need to continue to focus our energy. And at the bottom here, we have the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. This is patient. This is something we've been waiting for, but don't lose energy or don't lose hope on it, because we're right on the cusp here with the Six of Wands of hitting that success. It's like, again, kind of hone in and focus that energy. In terms of clarifiers, first up we have the Devil card. The Devil card is, again, kind of losing energy or being kind of spread thin. It's thinking or focusing on different things. Could be a little bit of impatient energy here, but really make sure you got your energy focused on the right thing. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. This is really something you want, something you desire, which is great to see because that Six of Wands is saying there's near success here. And at the bottom here, we have the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, Pisces, you know this is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of family, contentment, total love, support. It's seriously everything wonderful you could possibly imagine. All things you've wanted and waited for. So it's great to see there. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 9 of spades. This is number 41 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 9 of diamonds. This is number 39 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the 6 of hearts. This is number 3 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there. We're going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of April. Your crystal this month, Pisces, is garnet, which is good for crisis management. It helps solve chaos and really gives you confidence and power. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, the practice of forgiveness is the most important factor in healing ourselves. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Pisces, and I hope you have a wonderful April.